Always been… people have been taught that they must work hard. Nobody told them they must work joyfully. Most human beings have crippled themselves simply because of fear of suffering. What will happen to me is always the question.
Every idea, every thought, every emotion, every value that you have is picked up from somewhere and it rules you from within.
He's a man whose passion spills into everything he encounters. He infects his zest for life into all those who seek to live their life to the fullest. He's the author of Inner Engineering, A Yogi's Guide to Joy, which is a New York Times best-selling book. He's Sadhguru, and here's my take on his top 10 rules for success, volume 2. And as always, guys, as you're watching the videos, if you hear something that really resonates with you, please leave it down in the comments below and put quotes around it so other people can be inspired as well. Also, as you are writing something down, it's much more likely to stick in your head too. Enjoy.
You can live life with ease, not with struggle. One thing is, when we say work, it's many young people, wonderful people who are getting recognized for whatever wonderful things they have done, leaving them apart, but generally work means always been… people have been taught that they must work hard. Nobody told them they must work joyfully. Nobody told them their work should be an expression of their joy or their love. They have to work hard. If you work hard, life will be tedious. How else will it be? You will do something hard only because you don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it, you would do it with ease. So without learning how to do something, if we try to do it, without investing enough time in perception, if life is all expression, then life becomes a big struggle. Not a single day passes for me without witnessing tears of joy and love around me. Every day, somebody will be shedding tears of love and joy. I don't think there's a better way to live in this world And all of us should strive to create our own circles of joyfulness and pleasantness around us. Because if you're not joyful by your own nature, if you're always going around with the fear of suffering, as long as fear of suffering is there within you, you will never walk your life with full stride. It'll always be half a step. Most human beings have crippled themselves simply because of fear of suffering. What will happen to me is always the question. Whatever happens, this is how I will be. If this assurance comes to you, only now you will want to scale the peaks of life and see, what about it? If it happens, makes no difference to you. If it doesn't happen, makes no difference to you. That's when you would like to really explore every dimension of life. So first and foremost thing is this, that your way of being is not determined by what's around you. If you bring this one aspect to you, there is no fear of suffering. Once there is no fear of suffering, you will traverse the breadth and length of this life without hesitation. When the result of an event has no impact on you, both ways you're blissed out, you're a success. When the fruit of the action does not determine how you are, it's just that you do things because of the exuberance of what you do, then you are a success. The result may depend on variety of things. Results are not always yours. For any result to happen, whether it's in a game or in life situations, there are various factors involved. Not all of it is in our control. But what is in our control is either we did our best or we did not do our best. That's in our control. As long as we're doing that, and whatever the result may be, if you are still blissed out, that means you are a success because life cannot defeat you anymore.
Being playful always has been understood as irresponsibility. Yes? Do you know, right from your childhood and probably to your children also you're doing this, if they're just playful, you think it's irresponsible. the most responsible way to live is that you're playful with life. It's absolutely irresponsible to carry a long face and walk around in this planet. Yes or no? Isn't it absolutely irresponsible to walk around with misery? Yes? That's the most irresponsible thing you can do. So being playful is not irresponsibility. Being playful is being very responsible and responsive to life. Only when you're playful, you can do that. When you're serious, the world doesn't exist for you, you and your nonsense. Yes? When you're serious, it's just about you and your nonsense. The world and other life does not exist for you. Only when you are playful, you can pay attention to everything. You can truly respond to everything in the world, only if you're playful. Otherwise you cannot. Just the burden of it will kill you.
How to conquer fear and apathy on the way to success. That's all.
Okay. Fear about whether I will be successful or not? Where is apathy coming? No, your individual fear about whether I'll be successful or not, is that what you're talking? See, that's exactly what I've been telling you till now. Do not even think of success. Just enhance your capabilities. Strive to enhance who you are. Then what you can do, you'll anyway do, isn't it? Right now, you have an idea of success, but you don't have the competence for that. You want to go somewhere, but you don't have the legs to get there. Now, naturally there will be fear, naturally there'll be all kinds of unnecessary struggles and emotions. Instead of that, at this stage in your life, if you just focus on seeing how to enhance this human being to the highest possible level that you can, success will be a downhill run, not an uphill task. So, if you are going downhill, there's no fear, isn't it? Because whether I can get there or not, whether I can get there or not, you are working towards somebody else's idea of success. You are working towards somebody else's idea of success. That is not success. Your success is, you as a human being, you found your full potential. This is your success. And that's all you can do. Whether you stand on your head or you stand on your feet, the best that you can do, if this human being finds his fullest potential, that's all you can do. No matter what you do, you cannot do more, isn't it? Certain circumstances sometimes will loft us up, certain circumstances sometimes may not. But in the given circumstance, if you have blossomed to your fullest level, you will do well, isn't it? Don't think of success and be fearful about it. Just see how to make this one more and more capable. If the competence and capability is there, success will come as we deserve it. All human experience is generated from within, is that so? All human experience is generated from within. So at any time, if you feel happy or unhappy, miserable, joyful, ecstatic, in a state of agony, doesn't matter what happens, what is your experience, pleasantness or unpleasantness, just to know that it's happening from within, and it can only happen from within. You can either take external stimuli or you can create your own stimuli, but essentially it happens from within. This one thing, if it is not grasped, when you feel miserable, if you think it's this one, you're gone. You just… the keyboard is here, but you're punching the wall. This is not going to work. This one basic fundamental thing is something that almost 90% of the humanity is always doing it wrong. Whenever they feel miserable, they think it must be this one or that one or that one or that one. Now, all human experience is generated from within. If something is feeling unpleasant, first thing is to look at this. What am I doing wrong with this? Am I eating wrong? Am I sleeping wrong? Am I sitting wrong? Am I breathing wrong? Is my heart beating wrong? Something, my very chemistry is wrong. Something is wrong with this, not with that. So the moment you think by kicking the wall you can fix this one, then you made a fundamental mistake. The harder you try, the further away from it you go. The first thing is to bring balance. Once there is balance, then you can build a tower on top of this. If there is no balance, whatever you build will only lead to more trouble. The more basic you are, the better it is. So this is what a whole lot of humanity is seeking, somehow to remain basic. Because if you build something, it feels terrible when there is no fundamental balance. Anything standing up without balance is a big problem.
It is somebody's idea of what is success, isn't it? Don't become a slave to somebody's idea. At least have your own idea. You have no idea of your own. Don't deceive yourself. Every idea, every thought, every emotion, every value that you have is picked up from somewhere and it rules you from within. It rules you from within. Your religion, your society, your culture has trained you to believe that this is it. So the first and foremost success is that you are not a slave to anybody's idea. This is success.
If you come to the idea of mortality once in a way, it'll make you depressed. It will make you fearful. If you live with it every moment, it will make you absolutely exuberant and alive because it is just this one thing, that this is not forever, this is just for a brief period of time. And the more joyful you are, briefer it becomes. If you're ecstatic, it'll just vanish in no time. Yes? So if you want to stretch it, you need to make yourself truly miserable. Otherwise, it'll be just gone in no time. If you come to terms with this, if you live this way, that every moment you appreciate one thing and only one thing, because the most important thing in your life is you're alive right now. To be alive, fully alive, 100% alive is the most important thing, because only if something is 100% alive, can you make it yield something beautiful. A human being does not become who he is because of his desire. He becomes who he is because of his competence. So instead of enhancing your competence, you're just enhancing your desire, which will be just a horrible burden to carry all the time. You just focus on enhancing the competence of who this is, rather than enhancing your desire, I'm going to become a world champion. Everybody wants to become one, they're not going to become one, isn't it? Everybody wants to be successful. They will not be a success unless you do the right things. Success will not happen to you. Can I tell you a joke? 45 minutes, you gotta be serious.
Joke now?
We can?
You want a joke?
Yes.
We need a joke.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
No, let me tell you a joke.
Even better.
On a certain day, a man fell into a septic tank, right up till here in filth. He desperately tried to come out, he could not. Then he started screaming, "Fire, fire!" Neighbors heard this, called the fire brigade, firemen came rushing. They looked all over the place, no fire. Then they found this man, they pulled him out and then they asked, "Why were you screaming fire? Where is the fire?" The man retorted, "If I said shit, shit, would you come?" You got to do the right things, otherwise right things will not happen to you. Just because you have a big desire, you're not going to get there. You got to do the right things.
Various situations in your life, either you can use it to make yourself stronger and better, or you can sit and cry. This is the choice you have. Everything. It doesn't matter what happens. the most horrific event happened in your life, that also can be used for your growth and your well-being, if you have clearly seen the small events of your life. When I say small events, I mean your business, your marriage, your children, all those big things. All these things are just a stepping stone. So, the fear of failure. Failure is bad enough. Fear is adding spice to it, isn't it? Success happens to you not because you desire it, because you earn it. Everybody desires it. It comes only if you're capable of it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're continuing in this series of the Volume 2 episodes, so I'd love to know what you guys think, and if there's anybody you want to nominate for Volume 2, let me know. I'm also really curious to figure out, what did you learn from Sadhguru today that had the biggest impact on you, and why? What message did you take that you're going to immediately apply somehow to your life or to your business? Leave it down in the comments below, and I'm going to join in the discussion. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to Rhonda Young. Rhonda, thank you so much for your support in buying my book, Your One Word. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon.
If you want to succeed in our life, which will play a major role, Guruji? Faith, God, effort, or luck?
Or winning an election.
If you want to win in election, that all luck is also important.
Faith, God, luck, effort. Maybe all of them. But in what proportion? So when you say faith, obviously it's something that you cannot do anything about. When you say luck, again obviously it's something that you cannot do anything about. When you say God, again it's something that you cannot do anything about. So only thing that's in your hands is effort. So put your 100% into your effort, what happens, happens, isn't it? So don't leave proportions of your energy and your capability to luck, God, fate, all these things. That's not your business. If there is such a thing, it will act. Your business is only effort, isn't it? Just do that. Effort has to be incisive in the sense, it should be focused, calibrated. Simply if you make effort, it's foolish effort, isn't it? Just labor is not going to get you somewhere. Right kind of action, the right timing, right place, all this is important, isn't it? So, for all these things to happen, you need perception and intelligence. So that's all you must do in your life. Constantly looking for ways to enhance your perception and your intelligence. Rest will anyway happen. This is one thing that unfortunately humanity is not doing. They're trying to become capable of something. Do not try to become capable of something. Just enhance your perception and intelligence, whatever comes your way. Right now, let us say it's like this, this is happening in the world all the time. Everybody wants to become a doctor. Not now, if 25 years ago it was so. If you want to study means, first thing is medicine. If you don't get a seat, what's next? Engineering.
Don't get a sit, what? Next thing, like this. So let's say you became a doctor, and let us say everybody came to the yoga program and they stopped going to a doctor. At least your visits to the doctor has come down, isn't it? Has it? Has it come down or no? For sure, it's come down. So business will go down. It will no more be a good profession to go into, because very few doctors are becoming doctors because they want to become doctors. Others are becoming doctors because they think it's lucrative, isn't it? Isn't it so? Most people are becoming doctors because they think somebody's sickness is a lucrative business. It's a very… I don't want to go into other aspects, it's quite disturbing for me. There are a few doctors who really want to be that. They want to understand the human system and they want to serve in that direction, that's great. Suppose everybody became healthy. You don't want that, isn't it? Yes, you don't want that. So do not try to put up a recipe for your success. Success is only when you are able to use yourself to your full potential. It doesn't matter whether you become a doctor or a politician or a yogi or what the hell you become is not the thing. Success means you are living your life to your full potential. That's what success means. If that has to happen, you need perception and an active intelligence. How do I grow my intelligence? Don't worry about that. Right now, the important thing is to enhance your perception. If you're able to see life just the way it is, you have the necessary intelligence to conduct it well. If you're not able to see life the way it is, your intelligence will work against you. Most intelligent people on this planet are generally the most miserable people on the planet. This is simply because they have an active intelligence but no perception of life. So, one most important thing that people have not worked at is to enhance their perception. They're trying to broaden their mind, that's not the point. That will only make you socially successful, not truly successful. If you want to be truly successful, you must be able to see everything just the way it is, without distortions. If you can see everything just the way it is, life becomes a play. You can play it joyfully, you can play it well, for sure. If you can play it well, people will say you're successful. You should never think, I want to be successful. Don't ever think, I want to be successful. Just see how to make this being into a full-fledged being. People will say one day, oh, he's successful, he's a great success. You should not be aspiring for success, it's a miserable way to structure your life. You will simply cause pain and suffering to yourself and suffering to everybody, because your idea of success is sitting on top of somebody's head, isn't it? Yes or no? Your idea of success is right now, everybody should be below you, you must be on the top. This is your idea of success. This is not success, this is sickness.
If you want another amazing video highlighting excellence in the Indian community, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.